Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we're starting a brand new playthrough in Crusader Kings 3. It has been a good couple of months since I last posted the video, and it has been just as long since I last played Crusader Kings 3. And it got me quite excited now that I have the time to do a few more videos. You see, one of the things that has changed for me, and I am not entirely sure why, as since I took this new post at work, this new job, and I was trying to figure it out, I stopped watching Let's Plays or gameplay videos from the producers of the games that I want to play. And thus, there are two expansions in CK3, the first one being the Northern Lords, I think it's called, which adds a bunch of events to the Norse factions. And the second one, which came out quite recently, the Royal Courts, I know very little about. I know they added a Royal Court like graphically, and I also know that they've expanded the culture mechanics, but that's pretty much the limit of what I know. So I'm quite excited to figure it out along the way, and I'm sure that you will give me some tips as you already know how things go. So what's my plan for this playthrough? I decided to go with the Northern Legion. In future expansions, if they are going to focus in different parts of the world, we'll jump into them at that time. And because we did a huge campaign over here in Britannia, I want us to take over Scandinavia, or a good portion of it, and then go through Eastern Europe towards Asia. This is my basic idea of what I want to do. We will see along the way if it turns out to be a good plan or if we're going to change it. For the western part of the world, we're going to raid it, try to get some of the riches from the monasteries that they have all along the coast, and probably a few border wars depending on what happens. As far as the factions that we're going to play through, it's going to be Upland. A few reasons why. The first one, I was looking for a Norse faction, and the second one was I wanted a slightly bigger territory. Didn't want to pick one of these minor factions and try to grow from generation. Like, it would take a few generations before we even have as much territory as Upland has right now. And thus, we're getting a head start over here, and we'll figure it out later. Where do we expand? Let's see. The Norse culture, and I wanted to take a quick look at this because I saw it earlier when I was testing the sound and everything else. We have cultural pillars now. We are North Germanic heritage, so cultures that have the North Germanic heritage are easier to accept. We have Norse language. Now we learn languages in a slightly more expanded mechanic from what I remember from the first videos or the first spoilers. We get Norse aesthetics, which I guess is just the looks, and martial, men only. Only men can be commanders, and this culture considers only men to be physically strong and tough enough to fight in battle. Okay, and then we have some traditions. Stingmate can enact Scandinavian elective succession laws. Certain traits such as brave, gregarious, generous, or playmaster give popular opinion. Great. Malleable invaders. Creating a hybrid culture requires 50 less cultural acceptance. Okay. And other things that support that. I believe that this is, in a sense, like you could create a hybrid culture, like the Romanization of the world. If we go over here and we mix with the Anglo-Saxons and we have the Norse Anglo-Saxon, who knows what kind of culture we create, but I'm guessing that is pretty much a hybrid culture. Coastal warriors, we get a few units that are tied to the Vikings. Performative honor. Character of this culture may become shield maidens if their fate gender doctrines are biased against them. So since we do have martial men only, this is how women become shield maidens. The Craven trait drains monthly prestige. Traits such as weak or delicate are looked down upon. And crimes by character that you cannot imprison and who aren't your liege may be settled via single combat. So we do want to have strong fighters. Northern stories, rulers may raise runestones to commemorate certain major life events, earning prestige. Okay, our leader Bjorn, he's 41, he's brave, impatient, and honest. Let's get this started. We'll play on normal difficulty. And we are at war. Sons of Lothbrok, invasion of Northumberland. Yeah, so Ragnar Lothbrok was killed here in Northumbria, and now his sons are coming to invade. I believe they're taking this region. Yes. And we are at war as well. We are fighting 7,800 men against 5,000. I'm not sure we will help. We will see if that is needed. As far as character, we're excellent in diplomacy, we're good in martial, we have 21 prowess, that is pretty good. 6 stewardship, 0 intrigue, and 3 learning. So other than being an excellent diplomat and a good martial, we're really bad. We are a Viking, we are a novice hunter, and a charismatic negotiator. Given that we have 19 points in diplomacy, I'm guessing that that's our focus as well. And yes, it is. And we're quite far into it. We can befriend people. Our kids will receive 1 to 3 extra skill points. That's great. We get some extra skill points from friends and also from our kids. We are 1 perk away from getting Patriarch, which will provide us with fertility, stress loss, close family opinion, and house opinion. As far as lifestyle goes, I believe we're gonna go for Majesty. I don't want the Foreign Affairs because this extra 3 skill points in diplomacy will not do a whole lot. Family focus, we already have 2 kids from what I saw quickly. We'll have plenty more without the need of fertility. So Majestic getting that extra prestige per month will add up, especially early on, since we do need it. We have an inventory. This reminds me of heroes. Trinkets, weapon, armor, regalia, and crown. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Antiquarian. An antiquarian will slow down durability decay and enable commission artifact decision. I'm guessing now we have plenty to do with our money. Let's take a look at legacies. And here are some of the new ones. I don't know when they've added this, but these are clearly Vikings. The first one is Adventure, giving us extra diplomatic range. Gift Givers, reducing the cost of giving gifts. Strange Gods, accepting different fates. So this is about expanding and accepting multiple cultures. Village, well, it's as it says, prowess, naval speed plus 20%, and prestige and fame from battles plus 100%. That is quite good. I might actually go for this. And the rest, it's battle, customs, tolerance, curiosity, and a profound understanding of what unites us. Language scholars learn language scheme power plus 20%, can learn 1 additional languages without penalties, and gain 1% cultural acceptance when learning the language. That is quite cool. Okay, warfare. I don't think we're gonna go for language scholars, at least not now. I am not sure if there's a different language for the territories around, like Finnish, Norse, whatever else might be in the area. Warfare, Night Effectiveness, I guess this is pretty much what we already know. Natural Dread could be quite good. Blood, Education, Glory, Fertility. Okay, well, let's take a look at the rest of the core before we pick a trait, because I believe we're gonna go military. We are the head of our culture. Reform nurse diverge culture. Huh, quite cool. And what are we working towards? Let's see, innovation for tribal right now. We have barracks mustering ground. We have quite a few already. And longships, which unlocks the ability to raid overseas. If you can already raid, unlocks the ability to sail in major rivers. Embarkment costs minus 75% and naval speed plus 25%. Great. And we get a few things. Characters may break the Crown Authority and Tribal Authority cooldown at a heavy prestige cost, and Varangian Adventures. What should we focus on? Banus gives us levy reinforcement rate. Maybe Tribal era fortifications might be better. Unlocks all Tribal era economic buildings. Yeah, this is going to be... Our learning is terrible. This is not gonna help a lot. But for now, let's get ourselves some fortifications. What else do we have? Let's take a look at our family. So, our wife, she's a fortune builder. She's great overall except for intrigue. She's intelligent. Did any of our sons or son or daughter inherit that? No. Our son, he's good at martial, not that great overall in the rest of the areas, but he's a winter soldier. His wife, forgiving, patient, stubborn, she's not great in martial, but she's decent in all the other areas, especially in the learning section. Great. Okay, how about our daughter? Our daughter is intelligent and strong. It seems like this is matriarchal? Matrilinearly, I think it's called. The marriage. She's married with this guy. Oh no, he's a foreign ruler. But it seems like she's the one leading. Maybe I'm just wrong and I'm not used to the game anymore. Okay, well, we have a good alliance then. As far as our council goes, what is she? She is just an honorable lackey. Nothing special, 11 learning. Let's see, do we have anyone better? Hala. She is an astute intellectual. She has 19 learning. Shall we bring her in? Let's see. I am not sure we need all this for now. Our priest endorse us, so they give us the money from churches. This chancellor, plus 8, is not that great. He is a powerful vassal. Is there anyone who's better? Let's see. What about this steward? This steward is not great either. But we don't have a better one. This marshal, I guess he's almost as good as one can be in this point. But the spy master is great, which is awesome because we are very bad. Okay, well, if we don't have a better diplomat, then we'll leave them as it is, or as they are, collecting taxes. I want him to focus on domestic affairs for now. Our marshal will organize army. Our spy master will disrupt schemes. Let's take a look at courtiers. Okay, this has changed. Court physician, we know this already. Let's take a look at who could be our court physician. We have quite a few people here. Let's see. Our wife could be great. Also because she's a mystic. Let's bring our wife in. It seems the aptitude is poor, but we don't have better. We'll make our wife. And she becomes a powerful agent in hostile schemes against us. I'm guessing that is because, well, she's our physician. Antiquarian, reducing decay of weapons. We saw this, repair artifacts, we don't need that at the moment. Core tutor, learn language scheme power from +4 to +20, improves education outcomes, unlocks the half-child study language interaction. And over here she's an excellent teacher because of her high learning and because she is patient. Let's do that. I'm sure we'll have a few more kids. Do we want anything else here? Well, it seems that the priest makes the claims, so maybe bringing her here. Yeah, I believe this is going to improve it. We get extra piety per month. And let's see if we can add here as a core tutor the one I just took out. She's gonna be an average teacher, but an average teacher is a good one. Seneschal, core gesture, or jester, bodyguards, personal champion. Well, there's a lot. We're gonna leave it for later. First episodes in CK3 always end up being this long. Let's start with holding a feast. Very important to start us off on a good track, and getting concubines, we have none available at the moment. Okay, anything else? Well, there is one thing I was thinking of. Because we do have those congenital traits in the family, I want them to stay. I think it's going to pay off a lot more in the long run to ensure that we get increased chances to inherit those ones. So we'll do this over prowess and fighting. Good. Well, let's let time pass. Welcome friends to our party. You can declare wars, titles can be created, take concubine. In a drunken stumble, Chief Holfru unlatches an enormous cauldron hanging over the fireplace in the middle of the feast hall. Savory broth welled forth to cover half of the room in the sea of stew. Let's see, curse this mess. Yeah, that is a bad event. We already lost 150 prestige. So ends another feast. We lose some gold for cleaning, I'm guessing. Yes. And we get 20 opinion with oral vassals. That is bad luck, unfortunately. We got replaced as head of dynasty. Okay, but not head of culture. How about we have our wife, instead of assisting us as a ruler, let's have her help us manage the domain maybe? Or +7 to learning. You know, we're not gonna get a whole lot more from our taxes at this point. It's 3.8. If we manage our domain well, maybe we will get a 0.1, which will not pay off in, what, 20 years probably of staying healthy. Let's go for patronage. In this way, we will be at +7, which means that instead of 400 years, we get it in 73 years, which is pretty good. It's good progress. And right now, escape thrall. Thralls are a fact of life in Norse culture. Lower humans captured from abroad or born of thrall themselves, they work our fields and care for our hearths. In theory, last night one such slave decided he had enough and fled, taking an armful of valuable jewelry with him. What's worse, my son and heir Erkir saw the thrall rushing into the dark and didn't think to tell anyone till the morning. Okay, we can send the description to every village. We lose some gold. Oh, we already lost some gold. Ooh. And there's a 25% chance that we can gain prestige and gold if we capture him. Get my cloak, I'll hunt him down myself. Because of our marshal, we get a bit more chance. Akir, this is your fault, so you can pay. Our son pays us, he gets a bit angry, but we get the prestige. You are forgiven. Let's go hunt him. And we found him. We gain back the gold and we also gain some prestige that we lost at the party. Didn't seem to add up, but we'll see. Chancellor fails to handle vassal. Oh, and we... That's why it didn't add up, because our Chancellor, our Great Chancellor, just lost us 150 prestige. Let's raise our armies. A vessel fit for a Jarl. A Jarl's longship says much about him. It tells you how rich he is, how successful, what image he wishes to project to the rest of the world. I look at my current craft and deem it lacking. As if to punctuate the thought, a piece of rigging comes loose with a crack and the whole vessel creaking ominously as it redistributes pressure. Commissioning a new ship is simple enough, but is simple replacement good enough? Don't I deserve a vessel that tells the world about me? We can lose 75 gold, which we do not have, and we can get a Leviathan flagship for 10 years, army loot capacity plus 50%, a monstrous flagship, terrified vassal tax contribution, a dragon to roar my name, diplomacy per level of fame. I have no need for costly craft. Yeah, let's not do that, we don't have the money. Let's raise armies. We can't raise raiders because we are at war. And if we can go out, that is pretty good cost reduction. I want us to go out, go to war maybe a bit. Can we raid anything right now? No. Like, I'm looking around where we could take some cash from these regions. I believe this is like a secondary war or something. Let's see. 17 gold. Being raided in our capital. This is annoying, and they're going quite fast. My grandson, our courtier, was killed, and daughter-in-law were captured. My grandson... Okay, we're going after them. We just left this territory. I hope we can get back our son. Where are you from? Oh, okay, we've captured. Your mother has died, okay. Training in diplomacy, that is great. We're being raided again though, it's the same faction. I wonder if we could capture them around here somewhere. They disbanded. Offer concubine. he is giving me... I should go through some settings. A concubine, but she is not great. No, thank you. Okay, I'm hoping that if I leave again, I will not go through the same situation and get raided again. Did we recapture our grandson? No. Ransom for 25. Where is this guy? He is over here. Could I declare war on you? No, not at the moment. Is he the grandson with a lisp? Yes. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that for now. Let's try to do some raiding here. If we're lucky, we might be managing to take... Well, it's already been raided. Let's see, 9 over here. Yeah, let's try to get some coin. We're losing some prestige per month at the moment. Our dynasty head keeps changing. Let's take a look at that. Ah, there we have it. So we have 2 great leaders as our brothers. Okay. One is here and one is up here. And this one is the last one, right? Part of our family and dynasty? Yeah. We have plenty of family around. So what else could we do at the moment? Well, let's take a look. Do we have any other concubines? No. If we look at courtiers, is there anyone with some good traits? A poet? Not there. How about here? No, I don't see any. We're very close to taking over this land and getting this loot. The siege will end soon. We have gout. Severe health penalty, natural dread, attraction, opinion, diplomacy, martial and prowess. We are very unlucky. Do what is necessary. Do no more than is necessary, okay. It's too late for caution. I'm willing to try new things. Okay, well, let's do no more than is necessary. She reduced the symptoms for 5 years. Huge boost to health. Great. So our wife is doing a lot of work. Extra cash coming in. Great. Now let's see, what should we do next? Shall we go over here? 17, 20... Let's fight first, and then we'll come back up here. I just noticed that I'm not sure it was here before, but the decoration, like, look, it has Norse themes. That is a nice touch. I wonder if it changes as our culture progresses and we become more feudal. Good. We had another victory over there. I'm happy to get a few points, get a bit more prestige under our belt. We're being raided again. This is super annoying, to be honest. But what can we do? We will fight back later on. Oh, we are being defended. At least a little bit. It's not gonna work, unfortunately, this time. He's bringing 1200 troops. Is there anyone else here who is going to reinforce him? And I don't see. No. Then he will not win this battle. We have stronger troops. I believe I'm going to recruit someone else here. Ooh, did we just kill his king? Maybe it wasn't us. Huskarls, Varangian. We are going to fight a lot in the forest, and I believe getting an extra unit of these will be better. Let's do that. Now we're being raided by him. Okay, the 2700 troops up here. We have 2000 here with another 3000 there. We'll have to be careful. Okay, there it is. This war is over. We got 150 prestige plus extra opinion. We are now known as distinguished. Our rival has died. We could just expand this. And let's see, are we still being raided? No. At this point I think we could play the raiding game ourselves. The chiefdom over here. How much money do you have? You have no coin at all. Well, I believe this is it for now. The first episodes in any kind of Paradox games do take a long time to settle or to set up. But now that this has been done, I believe that we have a good start, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And until then, I wish you all to have a wonderful day.